What is up, everybody? This is Lucky Loco with the Lucky Loco Show. Let's get right into it, man. Everybody has a story about what they did in prison, what gangs they were in prison, and all this stuff. It's interesting because, as a content I follow, I follow Gunner, I follow Boxer, the Homie Hangout. I listen to, just all these different prison genre because it helps me keep stable. It keeps me at a level mind to know I don't ever want to go back. You know, let's talk about now you're out. You're just getting out of prison, or you know somebody that's just getting out of prison. That you have to adjust to your surroundings. You're so used to routine. You're so used to knowing what your menu is going to be. You know what you're going to eat that day. You know what's going to go on, and go on the chow hall. You know what stuff to order. You got a sense of entitlement in there. You got, you're the store man. You're the tattoo man. You're the artist. You draw stuff. People want you. People recognize you. People are so used to you. Well, you're in there, but you're out now. So you get to a halfway house, or if you get into, I don't know your situation, but mine was going to a halfway house. So you get to the halfway house, and I chose to go somewhere else other than where I caught my case. Because you know what happens when you get into the area that you're familiar with and people are familiar with you? You get right back into the mix. And that's something you don't want to do now that you're out of prison. People may try to jock you or, talk down on you for getting a fast food job. You get out 25, 35, 45. You do what you got to do to get out of that halfway house. So with me being from out of a country, from a different country, no family, no friends in that area, I was fine. It was heartbreaking sometimes because I was there alone, but I put myself in that situation, so that's something I had to deal with. So you get out, you're out of prison now. You get to a halfway house. I get there, and the first thing I do is look for a job. First day I go out and I go look for a job, it was nuts. The people recognize the address. They seen, they're like, hey, you got cooking skills. Come in for a quick interview. So I go in there, and the lady buys me a double bacon cheeseburger. Just buys me the whole works. Okay, so some people may not get that lucky, but I got the job. I go back there. I go to the Village Inn. I start working. I start cooking. I start doing all this stuff, and they appreciate me there, and I appreciate every single paycheck I get. My first one was I believe, was for like $390 or something. But when you're only making $18 a month, working in the kitchen, working, 8-hour shifts in prison, and if you can go to be a trustee, man, you can make it out here. So what I want you to know is it takes time. You have to adjust. If you're going back to a place that you're familiar with, just keep in mind, just remember, them people didn't write you. Them people weren't worried about you. You know, why should they? We put ourselves in a situation to where we went to prison. It's really no, because you get out, you think, hey man, you see people, oh, I missed you, this and that, and you're just thinking, man, what the fuck you ain't write me for then? You know? So you get out. What you got to do, man, is stay focused. There's a lot of rules. It's scary. You just get out. It's scary. There's a lot of movement. Cars, just cars were scaring me. Just freedom of dogs. Just seeing these cars zip by. I don't know if you guys know, but you do get PTSD. And when, you get out and you're not used to all this movement, you're not used to interaction either. You know what I mean? You're not used to playing around with people. Some people will play with you, and some people will crack jokes, not knowing that you're a convict, and you've got to carry yourself a certain way, and you don't let people talk to you a certain way. But this is the free world, homie. It's like you said, it's a free world, and you need to adjust, and you need to find something. Get a goal. Whatever your toxic habits were, whether it's drinking, using, man, you're really, really gonna have to stay focused on that, man. Hit a meeting. You're gonna really want to change, man, because out here, you get to be with your family. You get to, just get out, survive, do what you have to do. If you were a trustee in there, man, doing bullshit jobs for the fucking state, you can stay out here, work McDonald's. I don't give a shit. I'll go work there right now if I have to provide for my family, bro. The one thing I will not do is pick up another sack and start slanging. I will not pick up anything, go do a robbery. I'm not going to do anything, man, to put myself in jeopardy. But I've been out for a long time. So I'm giving you an experience of what to do when you're out. Because when you get out, your caseworker at the halfway house, or your probation, federal probation officer, your parole officers, gonna know resources for you to go get that job. And it sucks. You're like, you're free, but you're not free. You can't go party. You can't go out. You put you on the ankle bracelet. They do fucking drug tests. The whole alcohol thing on the bracelet. You can't do what you want to do. But that's, chop it up. That's part of the game. That's what you have to do. So now you're out. There's a lot of places that hire ex-cons. There's a lot of places, the ex-convicts, they get bonuses for hiring you, because I know when you get out, you're going to want to get that money. You're going to have to get that right away. You're a fucking roofer. You work on siding. You hang gutters. You do all this different stuff. You're a truck driver. Just all these different skills that you have. Just know, for the person that gets out, that doesn't have the education, that doesn't have that type of work background. You're used to hustling. You're used to robbing. You're used to doing all this crazy stuff, man. So you're out. You're going to have to get rid of that stinking thinking. You're going to have to survive out here, man. It's a big test. It's a really big opportunity, man. If you're looking to start businesses, you know what I mean? If you're looking to start your own thing, lawn care, financial freedom, man, just having that ability to get that snowball effect. But it all takes little tiny steps to get where you're going. And you're gonna have to eat shit for a little bit. You're gonna have to listen to your probation officer, your parole officer. You're gonna have to respect you're gonna have to respect the people that you're staying with, their rules. Like, hey man, I know you just got out, but you're gonna have to, my kid's sleeping, you're in my fucking house, you're eating my food, you're gonna have to respect this, you know what I mean? But I just got out, I'm gonna do shit, you know what I mean? That's some people are like that. Some people they'll go right back and salute. It's a sad reality. And when you get out of prison, there's a lot of resources, man. There's a lot of programs. And if you don't have that trade, man, get a trade. They got the federal Pell Grants. They got community colleges that will take you, man. And, I hear time and time again whenever I watch Rojo, he's always talking about, like, join a union. That's the best thing to do. Get into welding. Get into, what Gunner's doing, welding. Join a union. Get into it. You're going to have to put up with some shit, man. You're going to have to put up with somebody younger than you telling you what to do at your job. But that's life. Don't let anybody, your coworkers, talk you out of, like, your hustle, because there's certain things that you have to do to survive, and you have to put up with people's bullshit. Younger coworkers, you know what I mean, that's been there fucking 3-4 years, man, but they're, you got a good 10, 12 years on them. But that's how they work the game. They work their way up to supervisor. They worked up the way up to manager. They worked, and it may seem like bullshit and be like, man, I got to listen to this. No, but you fucking have to, man. If you got kids, you got to be out here providing for your kids and do what you have to do, man. I watched the EBK dude. He's always posting about going to work. Got to respect that, man. He's not, he does what he does, and there's a lot of us that out here that been through the system, and we've been out for a long time. You're gonna have to eat shit and put up with it, man. There's a lot of ego, there's a lot of pride when you get out, and you have to, man, like I said, just put up with it, man. It's life on the outside, you know. And I'm not gonna act like it was easy because it's not, man. You really gonna have to want to change. You're gonna have to change your surroundings, dude. All the people that didn't write me, fuck them, dude. You know what I mean? All the homeboys that I used to roll with and didn't come visit, you know, getting at my fucking ex-old lady, pounding on her or whatever. Fuck them, dude, and fuck her too. All them people from the past, it is what it is now. You're out of prison. Get out, get you a foundation. If you got your kids, man, you know, set up, you know, you have rights, man. Set up for, you know, meetings with your kids or whatever. I don't know your situation, but I got full custody of my kid when I first got out. Scary fucking shit, dude. You know what I mean? It's humbling. If you got something that you love, you hold near and dear, you got an elder that's out here. You got a mom, dad, whatever. You know, it's you gotta have that. Gotta have something that makes you super, super like motivated to get up and go get it, man. Because when I first got out for the first year, bro, I swear to God, I didn't leave my apartment or anything. I was in a halfway house, went to work all the time. And then it was like, okay, now you can go get you an apartment. But little did they know I already had an apartment. You know what I mean? That's how much, you know, I got the apartment, went there, and I got out, and it was, got out of the halfway house, and I get there. And I didn't leave. Like my days off, like I could have, you know, you get a little bit of time when you're on the income bracelet to go out and do stuff. I didn't even want to do that. Walmart was scary. Safeway was scary. Just, you know, doing all this stuff was it's, just, it was, you know, I got used to the routine. You know, after all them years in prison, you get used to doing that time. So, with this little spill, I'm telling you, man, is I just want you to know that people are out here, man. And when you go back and doing time and doing stuff, man, you're not alone. You know, I've heard a lot of my family members, you know, friends, whatever, man. You know, they say, you know, blood's thicker than water and all this other stuff. But it was a family that stood by me while I was doing my prison time, that were praying for me, that were worried about me, you know. And you just got to get over that selfish mentality and start looking for the resources. Everybody's got a Google phone or, you know, abilities to get on a smartphone. You know, talk to somebody because it's hard, man. When you get out, it's really hard to adjust to the free world. And some of us still carry that prison mentality. I mean, I know I do. You know, even right now, looking in the camera, I don't like people behind me. I don't like people, you know, I don't like sudden movements. I don't like joking around too much. You know what? You know I do, but you know, and I had to deal with a lot, and I had to deal with a lot on my own when I could have been talking to somebody. You know, it's uh, it's an adjustment. Look for the places that do hire convicts. You know, a lot of the like beef plants, a lot of these places that do, and you can find yourself a great career and start an awesome life out here. You know, go to AA meetings, NA meetings, surround yourself with positive people with something going. Or so find somebody, you know, find somebody that you're gonna be rolling with, man, because you did all that time, you did all that, you know, you got it out the way, you're out, you're free. You can you can do it, man. There's a lot of us that stay out of prison, man, that started their own I own a business now. I'm adventuring, I'm doing all kinds of different stuff, and I'm learning as I go. But I still know that when people get out, it's scary, man. So if you got a relative, you got a loved one that's getting out of prison, give them time, give them their space. Some people don't like to talk about, you know, talk about stuff that, you know, about prison or whatever. Some do. You know what I mean? Oh, I guess you don't know what I mean, but It's it's a scary, scary situation to get out, and you're not used to the routine. You're not used to, there's a whole, well, now you're gonna have to build a routine. You're gonna have to, just get into this mode of, just look out for you, look out for your kids, look out for your family, become a provider, become somebody in the neighborhood that, you know, you can provide, be part of the community, man. There's a whole lot of stuff out here, man, and like I said, if you look up the resources, there's a lot of people out here that know what you're going through, that been through what you've been through, and just keep your head up, man. Welcome to the free world. I hope you like this video. Comment, like, subscribe. There's more stuff I want to talk about surviving on the outside. Everybody has their stuff about what they did on the inside, and I listen to it. But there's got to be more resources, got to be more ability to do something, because this whole freedom, this whole, just doing what you want to do, take off, go on vacation. I go see my cousin in Oakland. I go up to Canada. I go, just all this different stuff, man. This ability of doing what you want to do. And the best thing is eating what the fuck you want to eat now. Cook anything you want to cook. No more fucking making a stinger and boiling fucking water for your coffee and cooking on a fucking, cooking in a coffee pot, smelling another man's farts. Sitting in a fucking cell while another dude's taking a shit. Just certain shit, man. I mean, certain stuff that you need to get over. And there's a lot of people out here. There's a lot of resources, and there's no shame of asking for help. It's still mentally straining to have that, that convict mentality, that gang member mentality. That, it was heartbreaking to break ties with people that I thought I loved and cared and hold near and dear with me. But they're still doing their thing. Hey, salute, man. That's cool. You're still out there doing your thug dizzle. It's not me no more, bro. And I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm super thug and want the action or all the smoke. I don't. I want to kick back. I want to become a family man. I want to become a grandpa. I want to become a pillar in my community, man. I want to be the representation of success. I may not be billionaire, not even 100-aire or 1,000-aire. I just want to lead a path that my kids can look up to. I want to lead a path that other people see, that be like, hey man, he was in the same situation I was, now I can fucking do it too. And you can, man. Just put your heart. It's hard work, man. Don't give up. Keep your head up. Stay out of prison. Welcome to the free world, man. It's there's a lot of stuff out here. Fuck those fucking prison yards. It's just want you to survive out here. Look up. I'll try to look up other resources and stuff, man. For out here in Washington State where I'm at, and at my business, I hire people that are just getting out of prison. I know what it is. I know what it's like to go in there and fucking people are scared of you. I hired some dude that just finished doing 27 years, man, for murder, and people scared of him. I'm not. It's whatever. You're in that type of lifestyle. You grow up with people that do do stuff, and you go into prison, and those are your homies. You get people that put in work, and you gotta to me it was just like, hey homie, go cut this up, go cook that. It's giving somebody the ability and having that stepping stone. Like, hey, look, bro, you just got out. Go, my job's not the best paying job, but get some clothes, get some fucking, get some hygiene, go get whatever, and just know that it's a beautiful thing to be out here in the free world, man. If you're just getting out of prison and just seeing this, man, just, if everyone, just know there's a lot of stuff out here, man. It's just don't let that thinking get you locked up again or catch more charges. You see that too many times, in and out of jail, in and out of prison. It's time to break that cycle and show these little ones, show your little nephews, your nieces, show your family that you mean well now. You know what I mean? It just takes a little bit. You know, it may take a lot of mistakes to get to where you're at, man. And never get discouraged, man. There's a lot of it out here, man. But that's part of life. There's, you know, just get into it, man. This is Lucky Loco. I'll post another video about surviving on the outside of the prison gates. Surviving, showing, you know, different revenue or different places you can go. You know, depending on which state you're in, what country you're in. But I'm just telling you about what I've been through, and you gotta eat shit sometimes to get where you're going. That's just a sad reality and facts of life on the outside. Much love. I love you guys. This is Lucky Loco, A&B Native American Cuisine. We're all about giving people them second, third, fourth chances. You need to give people some hope. You need to make, you know, let people know that you do care about them, man. And that's what we're all about here. Is unity, love, and respect, man. Because that goes a long way than punking people, you know, making people feel less than. But A&B Native American Cuisine, this is Lucky Loco, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Much love.